everybody, it's Miss Benita. We are live on the Miss Benita Show Radio Network. Call 516-666-9946. We need you to tune in. Make sure y'all tune in. We're playing Will Richardson right now. Love Light Shine. Tonight on the Miss Benita Show, we got a nice little show for you. We have Weldon Shelton on the night, y'all. He is running for Kent County District Levy Court. Okay? So call in 516-666-9946. The topic tonight is, yes, I'm back to my topics. Y'all been missing me doing topics. I'm back to topics. The topic tonight is, why is it important to vote? We want to hear from you. Do you think it's important or do you not think it's important? Because I know people that don't want to vote. So I need to know what their reasoning is for not voting. You know, I'm going to vote and I have my reasons for it. So we're going to talk about that tonight. For those that don't want to come on the radio, you can comment on here, but it builds the statistics on the radio when y'all call in, though. 516-666-9946. Call in. You hear my boy Will Richardson. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get Weldon on my live, so hold on. All right, y'all. All right, so now I'm going to bring my guest on. All right. Can you press the 1, Mr. Satchel? Can you press the 1? So that you can come to the top. So I can bring you on the line. So we're just waiting for Mr. Satchel to press that 1. Oh, sorry, everybody. I didn't realize I was muted on the radio. But it's all good. All right, Mr. Satchel, can you press the 1 so you can come to the top of the radio station? We have a nice audience. Thank you for calling in. We got people from Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, North Carolina is in the building. So, thank y'all for calling in. Well, hello, Mr. Satchel.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you, are you able to go on my Facebook Live so the people on here can also witness what we're doing today? You can or cannot?
So they can see me as well?
Yeah, they'll be able to see you on my Facebook Live. If you go to Facebook and you go on my page and go to live, and then I can add you in.
All right, give me a second because I wasn't exactly prepared to go live.
You didn't hear me when I told you that? I told you that, but it's okay. You can just stay on the line so they can hear you.
All right.
All right. So let them know who you are and what's going on.
All right. Well, thank you, Miss Benita, for having me on your show this evening. Really appreciate it.
You're so welcome. We have a nice audience on both of them, too.
Basically, my name is Weldon Shelton. I live here in Dover, Delaware, and I'm running for Kent County 3rd Levy Court commissioner.
Can you tell, before you move forward, can you tell them what that position is and what it means? Because some people might not know what, your job entails.
All right, I was going to allude to that. Basically, levy court commissioner is almost like county council. The job of a commissioner is dealing property assessment tax, real estate transfers, planning and zoning, rezoning, sewage, that's the way used throughout the county, and basically manages the emergency response and oversees operations as far as the county level.
Right. And let them know what you plan on doing for the people if you get elected.
Well, if I'm elected, one of the things that I have on my to-do list is small business development, which is very near and dear to me. Being brought up in Delaware for most of my life, and I was born in Millsboro, Delaware, and raised. We had a lot of small businesses in the area. Mm-hmm. It was one of those businesses that you could go into, and they knew you, they knew your parents, they knew your family. So it was that one-on-one connection that you had with whoever was the business owner and you being the patron. And small business, for me, is the mom and pop stores, as they used to call them back in the day. And
yeah,
the one thing that I actually love about small businesses is that small businesses, they really attract a lot of attention, especially if it's something unique.
Right.
And you meet all different types of people. Mm-hmm. And with small businesses, unlike the corporate franchise businesses that you have coming in, a lot of them don't even know you. They see you coming in and out, and you could go out the store 1,000 times a day. But if you go into a store that's locally ran, the owner or the manager knows you by name.
Right.
So I like the one-on-one. I like the one-on-one connection because you feel like that you have a relationship with the business owner, the manager, those that are serving you as you being the customer.
Yeah.
And that really makes you feel pride. Feel a lot of pride when you can go into a store and they know you by name and they know what you like because you've been there many times before and you bought from them.
Exactly. So, and I like that as a patriot. In the world that we live in, I was saying I like that.
Beg your pardon?
As one of the customers, I like that one-on-one. That's why I don't like.
Absolutely.
I don't like the fact, like with McDonald's. I remember when they first started with the computer at McDonald's and you got to order the food and go over there and get it. I told them I want a live person. I don't want to touch the computer and get my food. And not to mention, I'm allergic to stuff, so I want to talk to you to make sure my stuff is right. And I just don't like all this computer stuff. And it's taken away from jobs from people and stuff like that. When people want that one-on-one human compassion talk or whatever the case is, you want that type of interaction. You want to feel like a customer.
Absolutely.
And I know a lot of people like digital because they don't gotta interact. Some people don't like interacting. So I get it. But I'm an interactor. I need humans.
Absolutely. So that's the personal side of it for me, being brought up in such a small town as Millsboro, Delaware was, and that everyone knew everyone. So basically, one of my plans, I would like to continue to promote the small business entrepreneurship that we already have in place in the county, but also for those who want to be able to start their own business and feel that they don't have the necessary as far as financial support or grants. And I know there are grants out there that's geared towards small business owners. So I would definitely like to bring in small businesses into the county and to continue to promote them with critical funding, oversight, and support needed for recruitment and retention. I believe Kent County, we have it here. I just think we need to tap into it some more. So I definitely want to be able to help. One thing that I've gotten from a lot of small business owners is that the permitting process through the county is very tedious. I would like to be able to go back and research the permitting process and see if we can make it less tedious for the person, him or her, that wants to start a business in the area. They're working with a budget. I want to be able to work with them. I know the county kind of already deals with matching dollar for dollar when it comes to a small business owner. So I definitely would love to continue to promote small businesses, because right now, if you look at the pandemic that we currently are dealing with, in the beginning, the governor decided to shut the state down, and all small businesses, mercantile and small business restaurants, they closed because of the governor's orders.
Wow.
But the one thing I noticed 113 here in Dover was the big corporate franchises like Popeyes and McDonald's and Kohl's, they were still open. So they were not losing business. To me, they were actually gaining more business because they were able to stay open. And I saw that very unfair. I understood why the governor did it, but I know that from someone who is a small business owner, they really have a tight budget that they're working with, and especially if you have employees. And sometimes, regardless of what you make in the previous month, will decide whether you stay open next month, or you'll be able to pay your employees and be able to survive, versus the corporate franchise chains that they will, because they're corporately ran, they have revenue that'll continue to go into the business versus a small business in the area. So that's one of the things that really hurt seeing, is that our small businesses were closing up.
Right.
And then once the governor decided to push us into phase 2, then a lot of the small businesses started to open up. But then people who were employed by these businesses were not brought back on as employees because they could not afford to pay them their salary.
Right.
And also, there were some that, even till this day, either they're open, but they're struggling to stay open, or some businesses are still not open till this day. So I believe that one time Delaware was a very small business-friendly state, but I believe now that we were totally not small business-friendly, and we're gearing towards more of the corporate franchise because they bring in the most money and the most revenue in the state.
That's what's up. Can you just also, let's get into our question. Why is it important to vote? So if you want to give your opinion on it, press 1 on the radio station. Press 1 so you can come to the top so we can bring you in on this discussion. And also on here, 516-666-9946. And we have people on here that has commented. We got people saying hello. Please vote, everyone. Thank you. Vote. Tina on here supporting you. Support your local businesses. Alicia says, because those corporations were able to deem themselves essential. So Chantel says the reason the bigger companies was open was because they deemed themselves essential somehow. And
Well, I would think that the small businesses should have deemed themselves essential too, because they are essential to the community.
Exactly. Well, we have some people that want to elaborate. I'm going to bring them in. We got caller 4944 is your number. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
How are you?
I'm okay.
Okay. Who?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we have. Who do we have on the line?
Hello?
Hello. Can you?
It's Diane.
Oh, it's Diane. Oh my God, it's Red Velvet, y'all. Hi, Red Velvet.
Hey, girl. How are you?
Good. Thanks for calling in. Yes, I'm gonna bring one more person on.
You knew I was calling.
I know that's right. We're gonna bring on 5781 with us too. Let's bring 5781 on. Hello. Hello. 5781.
Yeah, they probably don't. They probably don't realize that you're talking to them.
Oh, there she go. Hi.
Hello.
Oh, you're Diane's artist. That's what's up. Y'all called on the support. That's awesome. We appreciate you. Can y'all? We're gonna start with Diane first. Well, first we're gonna start with. We're gonna start with Mr. Shelton. Can you give us your reasons why you think voting is important, and then we're gonna go to Diane, and then we're gonna go to our artist.
Okay, well, thank you, Diane, for joining in with us.
Well, absolutely no problem.
The reason why I think it's important to vote, because we do have a voice in the ballot box. I know that some people will differ with me on that, but I look at it 60 some odd years ago, there were people who wanted the right to vote but could not vote. And so I take that very passionately, because people fought and died that we as black people had the right to vote, that we do have a voice and it can be heard and should be heard.
Exactly.
So I think that people who sacrifice their lives to afford us this right that we do have according to the law of the land, that we should take it seriously, and no matter what, no matter if it's a presidential election year, no matter if it's a midterm election year, still come out, still vote. I don't even care if it's a town, you voted for a city council, still come out to vote, because your voice should be heard and will be heard.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Diane, give us your input on why people should vote.
Well, I believe that you should vote because of the fact that a lot of people are not taking a stance to vote because they don't feel like their voice is going to be heard, is the reason why we're really actually not heard. You understand? And with everything going on right now, the more people that we have that actually stand up and vote, we can actually get someone in office that's actually going to make a difference for not only the big establishments, but for the smaller businesses.
Awesome. And what's your artist name?
I don't know which one is on the phone. Okay, Muse. Okay, Muse is on the phone.
Bank is on the phone too.
And Banks is on the phone also.
Okay, so I want each one of y'all, one at a time, tell me why do you think it's important to vote, or if you don't think you should.
Okay.
Well, I want to touch more on how you should vote. I think that there's a lot of stress on the big primaries. You see how Trump and Biden are running against each other. But I feel like you should also pay attention to the local races, because those are where the electoral votes matter. And those are where those people, the state representatives, come into play. So I feel like you should start there, because that is where most of the weight holds when it comes to, picking the president and everything. But I feel like this is how our voice gets heard, especially the younger generation. We have a lot of power to make a difference. And, a lot of the politicians now are older, and they don't I feel like they don't have the same vision as we do. So, yeah.
That's good. That's a good. That was very good. Next.
Actually, except for
I
the,
loved it.
I'm like, girl, okay,
Yes,
yeah.
you go ahead. I love young people. Y'all sponges. I love you.
Yeah.
Next. Who's next for us?
Thanksgiving.
Okay, yes. Why I think it's important to vote. Honestly, if you don't vote, to be honest, I'm not really big on it. I probably voted only like once in my life. I don't really know too much about the topic, to be honest, to speak on it. But from my understanding, like if we don't vote, then it's kind of like, you know, they beating us, you know, a little bit. They winning. Our word is not going to really get out. We just sit back and just feel like we're not going to be heard. You know what I'm saying? You kind of got to act on it, do something. So I think voting is like the way to start. I mean, at least it's a step, you know, to getting heard by just going to vote. Putting your 2 cents and showing you care about, you know, where you live and stuff.
Okay. All right. Y'all got it
Absolutely.
going on. Y'all go ahead. I'm loving this show. All right. Now let me give y'all
Yeah.
let me give y'all what I think.
Mhm.
So I feel like a lot of reasons people don't vote, I'm gonna go on this, is because a lot of people don't know who's running. And I have to admit that I'm wrong because I'm one of them people. I know who be running for president. I be knowing who running for governor. But I don't be knowing who running for the rest of the stuff because I haven't been paying attention to the rest
Right.
of the stuff. And that's where we messing up at because the rest of the stuff is what can really help you. You know, these people are put in place to make sure the president doing right too. You know what I'm saying? If we don't got the right people to keep him in check, how he gonna be in check?
Right.
So, you know, that's how I feel about it. I think people need to learn who's running. And I've had people tell me, I'm not voting. It doesn't matter. Neither one of them is good. And things
It does
of that
matter.
nature. And I'm telling them, okay, you might think both candidates are bad people, but it's one that's going to be worse than the other one. Which one is worse?
Mhm.
You need to at least make
Yeah, it's
an
like the
informed
lesser
decision and know which candidate is doing what, so you can vote with a good with sense.
Yeah. You're like with friends, you know what you're voting for. You don't just stay in the dark about everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because I'm wrong. When Obama ran, I went and voted for him, and then I voted for I can't remember who I voted for the rest. I just was pressing people because I ain't know who. You know, and that's not a good thing.
I think I voted. Yeah.
Mhm.
So this year is gonna be different. I'm researching people. Tomorrow when I go vote, I'll be informed on who I'm voting for. I will be shadowing Mr. Sheldon tomorrow. I will be shadowing him.
90 seconds.
Okay.
So yeah, so don't worry about the counter, guys. We still gonna be going. That just means nobody else can call. So if you didn't call 516-666-9946, you won't make it on the radio. Because we're gonna still be live on the radio, but nobody else can call. The call line will be shut.
Mhm.
But we just want people to be informed and vote properly.
60 seconds.
Elections for us, and we need to be out there voting. I will be out there voting and also promoting. So,
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah.
Can I add
We got
something
to
to
make a difference.
Weldon, go ahead.
Can I add something to the conversation that we're having?
Yes, please, go ahead.
Yeah.
What I have found over recent years is that when people vote nowadays, if a certain politician has been in office for a certain amount of years, they vote on name recognition, not what he or she has done through the years.
Done. Yes. That's
And
10
that's
seconds.
where I think that's where we as a people, need to be more knowledgeable, as someone was saying earlier, that to know who you're voting for, what they're about, what they stand for. I don't care if the person's been in office for 40 years. Research and find out what they've done in that time frame up until the present day before you go in that ballot box and before you vote for that person. Because if you're not paying attention and you're not informed, how do you know who's representing you that you elected, by the way? How do you know what they're doing, how they're voting, and if it's in your best interest? It should not be based on name recognition. It should be based on what that person has done while they've been in office.
Right. Definitely. Okay, Chantel, she be having some good stuff to say. Let me tell you what she's saying on Facebook Live. Chantel says presidential, midterm, local, school elections are very important. Primary elections pick the candidates for each party. Mostly you have to register as a Democrat or Republican to vote in primary elections. Key action. Vote and hold the election officials accountable. Google your local elections office to find out who's running in your area. Awesome input. Awesome input, Chantel. So, yeah, basically what this all trumps up to is we want you to vote, 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 vote. Okay? We need you to vote.
Yeah. Definitely.
So, we're going to start off with Red Velvet. Can you give people your social media and how to reach you? And also give them a little tea on who you are, Red Velvet, because they don't know you the realest.
Benita always put me on the spot. I love that girl. Yes, you could reach me at on Facebook at Diane Cullum. I'm very easy. Red Velvet Entertainment, LLC. You can reach me at Cullum Diane on Instagram, and you can also reach me on Google at Red Velvet Entertainment LLC. And I basically I do everything. We need to know I do everything. Yeah, I do it.
She my counterpart. Y'all know what I do, so she my counter me. She does everything.
Mm-hmm.
But we're a team. We rock together. We know,
absolutely.
We know that teamwork make the dream work. Just because me and her do the same thing, you think that stopped us from bonding and doing things together and supporting each other's network? No. No. We believe in that statement, sharing is caring. We share. So those out there that don't know how to do that, we feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for you. Mm-hmm. But so, I'm definitely appreciating, you coming on and supporting me like you always do. Weldon, can you give them all of your social media?
Sure can. My political page on Facebook is Weldon Shelton for 3rd District Facebook page, or you can email me at satchelkcyr@gmail.com.
All right. So y'all know how to definitely get in. You know how to get up with them. I thank y'all for coming on my show tonight. It was amazing. And I definitely appreciate everything that we're doing. People, vote, 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 vote. We need you to vote, 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 vote. Is there anything? Any last words? Any last words, anybody?
Well, girls, y'all can give them y'all information also.
Yeah.
Because my girls, they're going to be making a big change this year.
Awesome. Let's do it.
Definitely. And, of course, Miss Benita, you already know you're going to get a chance to meet them.
I know. I can't wait.
I can't wait. News, y'all can give her your information.
So my Facebook is Dana Lee McCann. And my Instagram is very complicated. It's NYMPDE. But my Facebook is Dana Lee McCann. That's easier to remember.
All right.
Should I go? No.
Yes,
Okay.
go
Yeah.
ahead,
So
baby.
I'm Bank Baby. Okay, you guys. I'm Bank Baby. You can follow me on Instagram at Bank Baby, bank.baby with 2 Y's at the end. On Facebook, I'm Lele Price, Lele Price. That's about it. You can YouTube, everything is Bank Baby. You can just find me everywhere, Bank Baby.
All right. So, thanks for tuning in, everybody. And I'm gonna play my song.
Yeah.
We're gonna end it with a song like always. We're gonna play me, Miss Benita, and Big O. We're gonna play Words.
Yes. Yes.
So let's go, y'all. Words.
Yes.
Big O. Get him. Searching for these words. Hey, yeah. Searching for these words. Hey, yeah. Searching for these words. Hey, yeah. Searching for these words to tell you. Straight up. I love you, boy. Hey, yeah. You make me feel so good. Yeah. The way you make me feel. Hey, yeah. I know our love is real. Yeah. Yeah. Now shorty say that she love me. That love made me feel sure. I place no one above ya. Girl, how do I explain it to you? While I'm touching on that body. Girl, let's go get naughty. Age is but a number. Girl, forget about everybody. Searching for these words. Hey, yeah. Searching for these words. Hey, searching for these words. Hey, yeah. Searching for these words to tell you how I feel. Oh, how I feel. How I feel. How I feel. Searching for these words. Yeah. Searching for these words. Yeah. Searching for these words to tell you. You are the one for me. Yeah. You're my destiny. Yeah. The way you feel about me. Tell me all about that. My heart skips a beat. Yeah. Touching my body. Going so deep. Go. That's the vibes right. Yeah. Can I blow you? Put some homo. Put your thoughts right. Yeah, cause I'm in so deep, girl, don't front on me. Finger roll over that body. Girl, just say that you feeling me. Yeah. Searching for these words. Yeah. Searching for these words. Yeah. Searching for these words. Yeah. Searching for these words to tell you how I feel. Oh, how I feel. How I feel. How I feel. Searching for these words. Yeah. Searching for these words. Yeah. Searching for these words to tell you. Hey, yeah. Hey, I love you, boy. Touch my body, makes me searching for these words, searching for these words, searching for these words to tell you.
Words, y'all. I love it. All right. I appreciate everybody for coming on. Go to www.missbenita.com. support the cause, y'all. We definitely appreciate everybody that tuned in, everybody that chimed in and said anything about what we were doing today. We appreciate all the input. And like we said, please just vote, 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 vote. We need everyone out there voting for, your favorite candidate. Period, point blank. We need you to vote. Thanks for tuning in. Benita's Show.
Bomb Baby Radio Network.
The Miss Benita Show radio show will air on Bomb Baby Radio Network on Monday nights at 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll replay at midnight. So check me out and embrace your differentness.